No, I remember I was saying the same thing on Saucecast, and the people in the comments were like, "How could you think that?" And Adam was like, "It's not about your performance. Women don't get performance anxiety." And I was like, "Yeah, they do if they have not fucked a lot of dudes. Of absolutely,
Yo,
because
game
we think that
competition anxiety. Yeah.
not competition anxiety. It's like you're not worthy enough. You're not experienced enough. Sex is
Mhm.
like the most important thing to a guy. If we can't perform like your other hoes that you were banging, we feel inadequate. It's absolutely a thing.
No,
I'm gonna
I totally believe that.
I'm gonna quote Sterling Cooper here. Former male porn star.
And companion.
Here's Sterling Cooper. Being good in the bedroom is the most honest signal of pre-selection there is. If you know your way around a woman's body better than she does, then she knows that you fuck.
Yeah, exactly. That's perfect. Why
Yeah.
would you want, and especially if you're not good at sex, you're setting yourself up by telling a girl, "Yeah, I've slept with 40 women," and it's like, yeah, they didn't fucking teach you much because you're horrible.
Yeah. Here's how you answer that question. You dick her down real good. Does that not answer? Does that not, if you know your way around, if you know a woman's body, if you know clearly, if you got to that point where you've been rewarded with sex enough times that when you're with a, I don't know, with your husband or you're with the next boyfriend that you're getting with, and that guy knows his way around, do you really need to ask?
I just
Or is it
assumed they've
implied?
been
Is it
dating
implied in the
somebody.
performance?
Yeah, no, but Tori made a great point, because this is how I break it down for women when they're curious about this or when they're offended by it, because people get the idea, or certainly women have had that idea, that if a man is insecure about the number of partners you've had, that he's just deeply insecure. I mean, everybody has insecurities to a certain extent, but I would argue that women, exactly like Tori said, if you had found out that your man's past 5 lovers looked like Pamela Anderson, how secure do you feel right now? Because it mentally puts you in competition with sort of like the history of the past lovers. In a way, that's what retroactive jealousy is. It makes you feel like you are competing with his past lovers. And for a woman to feel like, am I as sexy? Am I as exciting? Do I do the same things for her, for him that these women did? So it tends to go both ways a little bit.
Oh, this is a good question. Aston Martin, I remember this too. Aston Martin used to have a car ad. Gosh, I used to
my
have
thumbnail. I used it on a video.
Because you know you're not the first, but do you really care? That's for their pre-owned cars, right? That describes how women feel about men's sexual past.
Yes.
Always better to just let them imagine.
That's
Demonstrate.
right,
Now, demonstrate. Do not explicate. Right. That's why I always say, like if a woman asks you, like, how many women have you been? It's honestly, it's a shit test, first of all, and then men who understand well enough that it is a shit test will know how to play that, and that's the real.
Amplify.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.